What is up? What is up, Florida Outdoors people? Welcome back to the Florida Outdoorsman channel. As you can tell, we are not out on the boat. We are at the storage unit. That is because I feel like absolute dog water right now. I have been sick in bed all week this week. This is like the first time I can actually get out of bed. But I gotta get a video out to you guys because y'all deserve it. You've done a lot for me. You've kind of put me on the map and given me this opportunity to do this. So for some reason, when I get sick, we just do boat tour videos on this channel. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go through all of the improvements that we have made on the Dreamboat. This is just kind of going to be the overview of the whole build series that we did on it. If you haven't, if you didn't watch all those videos, please watch all those videos. They are actually really cool and a lot of fun, and very entertaining and educational. So, with that being said, I'll hit you with the intro. Don't forget to subscribe and share, but let's get in the boat and then I can go back home and go back to bed because the sun is killing me even in the shade. Yeah. Yeah. All right, so we'll start with the back of the boat because, well, that kind of is what started the whole build series, was the motor. So as you can tell, we have a 2025 Suzuki 150 4-stroke 25-inch shaft. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely love this motor. Oil's been changed, still looking pretty. So stainless steel prop, beautiful looking boat. As you can see, me and best friend Trevor painted the back of the boat. The boat is absolutely beautiful. I love the blue and the white. As you can tell, new scupper plugs and the straps for the tie down. All right, let's climb into the boat real quick. Ignore kind of the mess of the boat right now. We did not put the cover on the last time we took it out when we were sight casting those mahi. So we have a lot of leaves in here, but anyway, let's not worry about that. All right, so as you can see, we upgraded all of the rod holders to where they have the covers on them. We repainted the inside of the boat. We put down all of this flooring. We're still working on getting the fuel water separator on there. We're gonna move the fuel line up underneath, route it through there, and have it come out. That way I can just throw the cooler on the back here and not have to worry about stepping on that. All right. Again, just don't worry about this stuff, all right? New speakers on both sides. It's covered by the cover right there that I took off, that I had to take off. New chairs. New swivel chairs spin. The new swivel chairs spin all the way around. You guys know that I love them. They are great. They're great when you're offshore. I can just spin around, use them as a fighting chair. I can watch the rods while they're trolling. You know, if I ever take other people out, they can watch people tubing. I'm so exhausted right now, guys. I'm trying here. All right. New throttle. We got our handle on here. I love that stupid handle. It doesn't matter. Got our gauges. Got our fuel. Fuel work. The fuel gauge works. GPS. This compass, because you never know when the GPS is going to die on you, and you need to be able to tell your way home, especially when you're 20-30 miles offshore. The cabin is a mess right now. It's got lures, dive gear, everything, so we're not going to go inside the cabin right now. It's not worth it. But one thing that I did want to point out before we do anything else, move any further, is this box right here has been converted into a live well. So I have a live well pump up underneath. If you paid attention while you were watching the painting videos, you would have seen the live well intake that was underneath the boat. So I went and got a new live well pump, hooked it up, ran the hose from underneath there all the way up into here, piped it in there, and then there's a drain that just drains out, and then we just pull it out with the bilge pump. So come up here, more painting, more flooring. Need to work on the doors. All the lights still work, so that's good. But we have like 200 or 300 feet of anchor line. I still haven't gotten the a trolling motor with spot lock, but hey, those are expensive and I'm balling on a budget right now. So we have 200 feet of anchor line and about 10 feet of chain connected to our anchor. So yeah, we have our amazingly beautiful looking boat painted up, looking amazing. Yeah, so last little bit that I will talk about is the trailer, kind of the improvements that we've made from the trailer. I know you guys probably didn't notice it, and I don't remember if I went over it in the initial video unveiling the Dreamboat, but I will talk about it when we start talking about the trailer a little bit. All right. Again, one last look at the back of the boat about this amazing motor. I love it. I love Suzuki. I've always been a Mercury guy all of my life. Yeah, grew up Mercury. That's what we had. That's what I have on the Jenny Lynn. That motor has treated me amazing. All right. Have no complaints about it. But just Suzuki is what everyone around here seems to run. I don't see a lot of other motors except for Suzuki. I guess I probably should pay more attention, but Suzuki is what we got that I see. All right, so as you can tell, we have the trailer it has brand new wheels from a year ago. They were brand new. New axle, new hub. Trailer's still doing well, looking well for me. Everything is still looking good on the boat. Winch, wiring, lights, everything works. Here we have the upgraded trailer jack because, well, this is a heavy boat and we need it. So one thing that you will notice, the Jenny Lynn is not here anymore. Yes, don't worry, we didn't sell the Jenny Lynn. We just moved it to a different storage unit because it was getting to the point where I don't think the storage unit people were very happy that I had two boats here, which is understandable. That's on me. All right, I thought it was okay. I asked. They said it was okay. It's no longer okay. Anyway, doesn't matter. So, Jenny Lynn is in a different storage unit. If you want me to go through talking about that boat again, there is a whole video from like 2 years ago that I did when I was sick, talking about that video, which is funny because that video was actually the highest viewed video that I had for a long time. And now that video has been taken up, that spot for most viewed video has been taken up by the Keys trip. So, last little bit, and then I will hit you guys with the outro. So, as you can see here, no fender on this side. There was a fender on that side. The reason for that, and again, if I did tell the story already, I apologize. I'm going to tell it again. So, I bought the Dreamboat over in Tampa, just outside of Tampa. I forget the city. But I wasn't looking for a boat at the time. Let me rephrase that. I wasn't seriously looking to buy a boat at the time. What happened was, I was looking on it. I had gotten the Bass Tri-Haul. I was not happy with that. I sold that. Made a little bit of profit on it, but it doesn't matter. I was kind of just looking. I had just bought the Green Machine, the F-150. I'm like, all right, let's seriously look for an offshore boat. I want an offshore boat. So I'm looking. I see this boat right here in its original condition. So I go over. I had talked to the lady. We actually, as soon as we started talking, she's like, oh, come by and buy it, or at least look at it. So I come by. The boat's looking good. Has some work that needs to be done. She wanted like, I think $2,000 for the boat. Had a new motor on it at the time. It was a new 2-stroke that they had just put on. I had talked her down to $1,000 because I'm a great negotiator. No, she just had no way of towing it, and she was tired of paying the storage fees, so we came to that agreement. I towed it back from Tampa. I was just at the Vero Beach exit, cutting across the state to get on the 95, and this tire right here blew. I mean, it wasn't the tire. The axle snapped, the entire boat came down, and it bent the spindle almost at like a 90-degree angle. So that was at like 8 o'clock. Finally got a tow truck there at like midnight. Got it towed up. Just went home, pissed off, and then went to bed. Next day, got it from the storage unit, took it to the trailer place. Trailer place did an amazing job. Put a new axle, spindle, brand new tires, hubs, everything. Rebent the tongue back into place because it was twisted. So, and then the only thing that they didn't do that kind of sucked was they used like a cheap jack that did not hold the weight of this boat, but we made it work for a year because the boat wasn't moving. Don't ask me how we managed to do that, but we did. All right, so that's kind of the brief breakdown of everything that we have done to this boat so far over the past year that we have owned this boat. It has been great. I'm so happy you guys have been along for the journey. We have so many more adventures to do. But with that being said, guys, I am so sick and I just want to go back to bed. I know you guys are probably tired of hearing me ramble. I've been going on for like probably 15 minutes at this point, and I gotta cut this video down to hopefully around 10 minutes because no one wants to listen to me ramble for 15. Alright, but with that being said, guys, always remember, if you ain't wet, you ain't hunting or fishing in Florida. See you guys. man, guys, I got my hat wet.